Evening all, welcome to the Dark Zone. We've got fun in games, and it's going to be lots of ganking. It's going to be lots of being a douche. Basically, this is a 6-man gang in the Dark Zone, and oh my god, it's funny. Basically, let me just walk you through the process. What we do is we run in a 2 gangs of, well, it should be 2 gangs of 3, but it's actually a 4 and a 2 at the moment. But 2 gangs in the Dark Zone working together is wonderfully fun because you can trap people using the rogue status, and we do that right now, and you'll see that through your eyeballs. Now, what we did is I killed that guy just because. What actually he was doing was he was extracting with us. We called an extraction. He then decided that safety in numbers, etc., was a good thing, and then he started trying to friend request us and invite us to groups and things like that. So we just thought we'd wait for him to secure his stuff, then shoot him. I don't know if we stole his stuff. I think we did, but who knows? Post in the comments. Do you know if you attach your stuff to the line, then get killed, you don't get it, do you? I'm pretty certain of that. But anyway, there we go. So we come to Rape Alley. I use the word rape very carefully here, so please, hopefully it's very quiet where you're watching this video, because that's a terrible word. But what we were doing here was just using this as a way to count out our timer. And we noticed something very fun, that we could just do this. We could call upon the gods of rogueness to show that our rogueness, and then see who would come along and fish them, basically. Now, what you can't see here is we have oh, there we go, look, player already. That was quick, jeez. So this is a guy who's obviously thinking he can come deal with us and get luscious points by dealing with us, and what he doesn't expect is a 6-man gang. Although it's actually a 5-man gang, because we have a Stefan and we're not afraid to use him. He's basically sat outside of this zone, ready to swoop in and kill many terrible things. Now, he wasn't with us. You'll notice he's not rogue. So he's basically, there he is, see him, and he's now going to kill them all, lol. And this is the beauty of this game. This is so much fun. I know a lot of you just play Division to grind gold, if you know what I mean by that. And that's fun. Yeah, that can be good fun. Just do some PvP with your gear. Otherwise, what's the point of the gear? I really would recommend just getting a group of you. If it can be even more than 4 people, do it. Because the amount of fun we had just doing this was hilarious. And as you'll see now, we're rogue. Bam's group has gone rogue. Everybody's rogue. And it's just going to end terribly. Although it doesn't actually end quite well. So look at that. I was just thinking this is one of the more fun things of the game. I'm just surprised more people aren't doing it, actually. I think a lot of people have this fear of the Dark Zone. And let me tell you what, my experiences so far of the Dark Zone at level 30 is huge gangs running about not PvPing. That's my experience of it. They're literally going from boss to boss, killing it, hoping for another gold because of their gold addiction. And then basically that's it. And we're doing it as well. I can't sit here and say we're not, because we did do exactly the same thing as well. Now, only issue you have to bear in mind when you've got 2 gangs here is that your turrets will actually engage your own teammates, okay? So just bear that in mind. So, Bam's not in our gang here, but you can see my turret is shooting him because it thinks he's a rogue, etc. Or even though he is a rogue. But you see the point, and that's rather nice. I like the fact that it does that as we increase our timer even more by shooting dudes. This was just so much fun. I can't tell you, my cheeks were aching with how much I was smiling and grinning when we did this, because it's just so much fun. And towards the end of the video, so stick around to the end of the video, because you'll notice the one problem we have with this tactic is nobody knows who anybody is. We're not entirely sure who's who at a glance, because obviously Bam and Schley are coming up as just normal agents, so that starts to become a bit of an issue. Plus also I didn't know at this point how to swap hands with the guns. I know, terrible, but there we go. And we figured that out, and towards the end of the video you see the sneaky uniform that we put on that actually enables us to properly identify hostiles. But I would say this is so much fun. I'm kind of surprised, actually. I think, if anything, this is the one thing that will keep the game going for me is, once you've got bored of running the dailies, once you've bought all the Phoenix credits, things that are there to buy, once you've done everything, there's not really going to be much left for you to do. And I think a lot of players will drop off. But the hardcore and the cool guys will come and play this. And basically you'll have this wonderful ability just to sit there and and just do this kind of thing, and it's a lot of fun. PvP is fun, and I think people forget that. And this game, I mean, Destiny and Division, I wouldn't say have been designed necessarily for PvP, but you should give it a go. So much fun, so much fun. I really did, have such a blast doing this. And I think, to be honest, I'm kind of a douchebag when it comes to these things, and I have no problem saying it, because I generally, if there's an easy kill to be had, I will be the one probably taking it. And I know that's kind of wrong, but the thing is, when I ran solo on my own, I got killed as well. When I ran in just a gang of 2, we got attacked, So I think there is, unfortunately, that mob mentality which says strength in numbers. And, a gang of 4 is going to have trouble against a gang of 6, 7 or 8. So this is why it's not a bad tactic to do. So there we go. I do think there is plenty of fun still to be had in this game. I think a lot of people have said to me, but Pyrex, there's surely not a longevity with this game, is there, brah? And I think the answer is actually yes, there is. So, a lot of people have been saying, well, it's not dust, is it? And I'm saying, no, that's the good thing, it's not. Because this game, I think, certainly has all of the elements of dust, now that you have this PvP element as well. Plus the fact that it is at the start of its life, I think, there's good times to be had going forward. By the way, that guy's cheating. So that guy there, Grim Reaper 020 is cheating. He is an absolute cheater. He's using this bug with a certain mask and a certain perk that if you combine the two, you get an instant recharge on kind of initial health boost. He's a douchebag, and I hope literally he gets run over in front of his kids. But anyway, there we go, survived. And one of the benefits of actually doing this rogue thing is that you get points. You actually get money and Dark Zone rank points, which is surprising. I think I got about 10,000 credits just doing this about twice. And it worked rather well. So anyway, here we are. We're back to extract, and oh look, a fellow a fellow division agent who wants to extract something. He's just met a gang of 6. He's going to have a bad time. Now the only question is, who's going to shoot him? Is it our group or Bam's group? And the answer is, it's Bam's group. Bam kills him, steals his precious loots, and basically then uses his extraction, because he called the extraction in, to get the loot out. I think there is no greater insult, and I think Bam should be ashamed of himself. But my God, it was fun. It was seriously fun, and we were just laughing on comms about the kind of timing. I mean, look at that. That's Bam extracting that guy's loot. I love the irony of that, because it is so... There's a real bitterness when you think about it in getting your stuff together and then basically losing it all in that way. There we go. Now, this is our uniform. We've decided that when we run in a kind of gang larger than 4 in the DZ, you need to be able to see your other gang mates, if that makes sense. So our uniform was basically the purple puff jacket or similar, and as you can see here, we look like a biker gang from kind of like a 80s terrible teen movie. It just doesn't look good. We're the T-Birds. No, oh my God. So look, basically we were stood here, and then suddenly someone's sniping at us, and we're like, what the hell's going on here? Well, apparently the guy that we just killed and stole the loot from didn't quite like that, so he's come at us. So basically 6v1. It was pretty inevitable that was going to happen. Elbow to the face. Lol. I know it sucks. I know it's horrible. It's harsh. But hopefully you're seeing how harsh this game can be. And it's like DayZ, etc. It can be an incredibly harsh game. And that is actually what's good about it. All of this loot kind of system, game that people are playing. Is that him again? Oh my God, that's him again. So you see what I mean? You generally do fight the same people over and over. This is me trying to kind of get in front of his guns, being a bit of a dick, the usual stuff. I don't know why we just didn't kill him, actually, because it was like a gang of 6. Everybody knew this is what we were doing, so nobody was really coming to our rogue signs anyway. So probably we could have got away with this, but I think it was just more a case of we were starting to feel a bit bad, actually, that we were killing this guy over and over. And as you can see, he doesn't have much of an interest to engage us either. So there we go. Huge fun. I do think that this is the future of the game. I think if they open up Central Park and it's just some big survival zone where there's no rogue status, it literally is just you can kill someone for the hell of it, I think that could be brilliant, and I really hope that's the way they go. It will be harsh, it really will, but as long as there's good loot there, then that's probably what's going to happen. It will make the game completely kill on sight, which I hope they don't do, because that's something you probably need to stop happening. Kill on sight is a bit too much. I think there has to be some penalty for killing someone, and I think the penalty at the moment is still a little bit light. Okay, if I killed someone and then ran across a gang of 4, the likelihood is they would punish me by killing me. But I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to kind of go rogue unless you feel that you're safe enough to do so. And even then, you know, I mean, Jolly was saying last night in gang, you could just kill someone in DZ1 and run all the way to DZ6. Chances are no one's going to follow you. That seems to be the way it is, because unless you've got a gang of 4, DZ6 is insta-death. So that seems a tactic as well. But anyway, you know, post in the comments, tell me what tactics you have found. But I just think this game is so much fun. There's so much to do. There's plenty of longevity in this game. I think already it's, what, a month? No, it's not a month. It's about 3 weeks now. And I'm still loving it. I still play it every day. I still get I'm doing the missions a bit much. I think all we did last night was missions. And I think that's becoming a bit much. Only because I don't want to just run the same mission over and over. I'd rather do something. So this is why when we came into the DZ, it was a lot of fun. But I would say you should set aside time to PvP as well. The penalty for dying seems less. Okay, so that's a good thing. So I think at one point it was huge, but now it's a lot less. You don't lose too much credits, you don't lose too much experience either. So it seems pretty reasonable. So I would recommend giving it a go. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that. I think this is an amazing game. You should come play it. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.